going on here? So I kept on putting the sword back in the daggone fire, and I just beat it harder. And I beat it harder. Before I knew it, I started realizing, all right, man, the brain is starting to get hard. The brain is starting to get hard. I'm no longer a theorist. I'm now a practitioner. I put it in hell. I dissected it while it's in hell, because you can't dissect anything in a normal environment. You can't dissect anything in 72-degree weather. You must put it in the fucking freezer and freeze the fuck out of it. And then you dissect it. Dissect it when it's miserable. Dissect the brain when all it's thinking about is, I need to get out of here, man. I want to get out of the fucking freezer. Open the door. And you said, nah, 5 more seconds, man. 5 more seconds in the freezer. And that's when you start to pick that brain apart. And that's what all this stuff did to me. I kept on putting myself back into the freezer or the fire and beating the shit out of myself, mentally and physically. Before I knew it, this is what happened.
Wow. It's an interesting way to self-teach. You
Yes.
know, like most people that, you talk to that are disciplined, they, they have something that they read that inspired them. They have certain people that they look up to. There's certain, coaches that taught them. There's certain important moments in their life. But for you, it's a system of failure and reflection,
Yes.
and then rebooting.
That's it.
Yeah.
Repeated failure. And people think a lot of times about me that I'm angry. Oh my God, you sound so angry. You cuss so much. Oh my God, why you cuss so much? Why are you so crazy? If you read my book, I cannot explain my life by saying, hey, it was a Merry fucking Christmas, man. No, it wasn't. I want you to go there with me. I'm taking you there with me. I'm a storyteller. I want to take your ass down paradise. So the house I lived in Buffalo, New York, that I got my ass beat every day, funny. We lived on Paradise Road, and it was anything but fucking paradise. So I want you to go there with me. You want to learn from me? Let me take your ass home. Let me take you there. So that's the whole thing about it, man. We're scared to dive into our lives. What made us who we are? The beautiful people that we are. We're all jacked up in so many ways. That's the beauty of us. That's the beauty of me. I'm jacked up, but I figured out my own little process on how to get unjacked up and how to. I'm not going to get the same. I'm not going to get the same way you're going to get there. You may get there by going point A to point B. I might go point C to D to E to F, but I'm going to be there the same way you are, just a little harder. That's how I train my brain. So it's just different. I'm a different thinker.
When you stop and think about all the different times that you did have to reboot, and how you found like new goals, and you found new inspiration, and you fired up a new discipline, and you became stronger and harder, and you got one of the things that people always look for in life, they look for a point where they can rest.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
I'm going to retire. Like people love that expression, the golden years. They love that expression.
Yes.
They love the idea of a struggle as long as it ends, and then when it ends, they're gonna have a nice, comfortable spot.
It must end.
Yeah,
The suffering must end.
Yeah, you should relax, man. You've done so much.
That's right.
You've really done so much. But the idea of reaching this golden year is it's a very flawed idea, because it's an idea that you're gonna work hard, but then you're gonna reach the finish line. But there's no finish line.
No.
It doesn't exist.
That's the scary thing about life, my friend.
That is a scary thing, right?
And that's what fatigues me. People go, man, why don't you ever smile? There's no fucking end, my friend. There's no end. There's no end.
I know that you're going to meet Cam Hanes after this.
Yes, sir.
And listen, please, if you guys run, put a number of that miles that you're going to run and leave it at that. Do not say, let's see who quits, because you will both die, because that's a hard man.
He is a hard man.
Cameron Hanes is a hard man. He will run until you die or he dies.
He's a hard man, dude.
He does those 240s. He
Yes.
does those ultra. He's a sick fuck.
And see, those are the guys I'm looking for.
Yeah, that's a scary. The two of you guys, you need to pick a number.
I know.
Whatever you get. I think you guys are gonna run 35 miles. Is that what you're gonna do? Good.
Yeah, I think
35 is a good number.
Yeah,
Leave
we've
it
been
at
texting
that.
back and forth, trying to make it sensible,
Yeah.
so we don't go off the chain.
Because if one of you motherfuckers wakes up and has a good strong espresso,
I know.
and goes, fuck it, let's do 300.
It's gonna be on.
No!
It's gonna be a long day, man.
No.
That's it.
Yeah, you know this new race that they're doing where they're you run for 1 hour, You run like as many, and then you have like a bell rings, and then you sit down for a little bit. You know what I mean? Like there's like a 4.17 mile thing.
Yep.
It's that sick fuck. What was the guy's name that created that?
The guy did the Barkley Marathon.
Yes.
I don't know.
You're talking about Laz.
Yeah, this crazy fuck.
Laz.
So he had people running for days and days and days.
He invited me out there for this race.
Yeah?
I actually got into the Barkley last year, but couldn't do it because of the book. So I'm supposed to do it this year.